Scoundrels, what is going on? Coin checks, ring check, shirt check. All right, we got all those checks out of the way. Today, I'm going to be reviewing something that's completely brand new for me, at least, because I'm not much of a drinker of it. I don't go buy it. I might have bought 2 bottles in my entire life of not this, but, you know, just your typical basis. And that is rum. I'm not a rum drinker, but Zach gave me a bunch of little samples, and he asked me to review some. So today, I'm going to be reviewing Premise Single Blended Rum 10 years. Aged 10 years. I did have to do a little research on this, but I'm kind of excited about it because after doing a little research on it, it sounds very unique. It's from Barbados. Pretty sure if it's Barbados. Don't kill me too bad on that. First of all, disclaimer. Sorry. Disclaimer. I know it's not mash build. I had somebody comment on one of my videos, are you saying mash build? And I am not. I had a tongue surgery in high school, and sometimes my tongue can't form L's, so it does like a little double tap thing. I know it's mash bill and not build, but I talk really fast and it might come out as builded, you know. So I apologize for, I know that's not what it is, but I rewatched videos, and it definitely sounds like I'm saying mash build. So definitely sorry. I will focus on that better. I will work on my speech therapy. But right here, Premise 10-year aged single blended rum. So I would love to give you more information on this. I did get some information on this, but I'm just not a rum drinker. I don't know what they do to make it as far as, you know, little research on it. So we're going to give it a pour. I can tell you the research I did do on it. It is aged 3 years in bourbon barrels. Ex-bourbon barrels, as they claim. So aged 3 years in bourbon barrels, and then they switch it over for 7 years in sherry barrels. And boy, is that fragrant. I could smell it from here. Okay, so it's a total of 10 years. It's 46% ABV, which is pretty good. Okay, that's all I really know. I know it's from Barbados. I know they switch barrels after 3 years. Let's give her a try, okay? First of all, the color is a beautiful dark color. It's not too dark. It's not like a spiced rum color. But, you know, it's a nice darker copper. You can definitely tell if that was a bourbon, it would be well aged. The legs on it are nice. Looks oily. Looks really nice, actually. So, let's hit the nose with it. Ooh, vanilla-y. I kind of expected that. I know a lot of rums have vanilla in them, or that's a predominant scent. There is a nice fruitiness to it. Almost, ooh, almost like a sugary, pour sherry over apricots. That's what I'm going with. It's very, very nice. It actually smells incredibly sweet. You can definitely get the sugar hint from it. And yeah, I wish I could decipher more from it. Fruity vanilla. You do get a hint of the oak in there, which is nice. That's what I'm going with. Okay? Again, I'm not a rum drinker, so this review might be shit. But I figured I would give it the ye old college try. Okay? And let's give her a taste. Tink. Well, it's delicious. You do get a little heat from it right here after you swallow it. There's a nice spice element to that. Real nice. And now that I drink it and smell it, it definitely smells like a fruity eggnog in the best way possible. You do get the red wine flavor or the sherry flavor right on the back. There's a candy apple in there. A little like nice red candy apple. I can't get off the eggnog. There is a nutmeggy, sugary, sweet. The mouth feels incredible though. It really does coat your mouth. And it's, I gotta taste it again. The more you sip on it, the more you chew on it, the more that sherry comes out. I get more sherry than I do the oak from the bourbon barrels. But it's definitely there. You can definitely tell that there's a bourbony element to it. That's not a word, but bear with me. Wow, look at that. Look, I don't know if you guys can see that, but man, it's just the nice, thick oiliness to it. There is, on the finish, there's this really nice even out. So you get like this rich eggnog flavor, and there's that spice, that vanilla-y spice that I associate with that eggnog. But once you swallow it and you kind of breathe it out your mouth, there's a really nice like a sour citrus that there's an element to it. And not sour as far as it's like a lemon rind. It's like a lemon rind, or not, almost Meyer lemons, because Meyer lemons are a little sweeter. You get that element, which is a nice balance. This is incredibly smooth for bourbon. This might turn me, rum. I do so many bourbon reviews, sometimes I get mistaken. This might turn me on to rum, Boy, is that, there's a complexity to this that, because I'm not a rum drinker, that I probably wouldn't go forth and really, really go out there and be like, that's what you're going to taste. It is incredible. I think from the research, this retails, I saw one that was like $50 and I saw one that was $69. So depending on where you are in the country or in the world, is it worth it? I think if you paid $50 for this rum, I think you would be very, very pleased with it. I've never had a rum that it's that complex. You do get that rummy, after you sip it and you're talking, you get that rummy element, that nice vanilla, that sugar cane, that I'm assuming rum drinkers love, Overall, I love it. I think it's delicious. And thank you, Zach, for giving me some samples. I got a couple other samples that are definitely not bourbon. So I'm going to try my best at these. Okay, I'm going to try to review them, and just know that I'm not an expert in anything really, but I'm predominantly a bourbon drinker, so I feel more knowledgeable about bourbon. Boy, man, there's a... You could sip on that all night. You could just tear that up. I wouldn't mix this. This is not a mixing rum. I think a lot of people get rum and they want to put it in a Coca-Cola or they want to put it in some sort of fruity drink. Please do not do that with this rum. This is too good. This is meant to be drank straight. And, man, I would like to give you more information on it. I would really like to pinpoint all that deliciousness in there. Just know the basis of this review is this is delicious. And if you're a rum drinker or a rum collector or a rum enthusiast, I would suggest you buy this. Opens up my world for rum for sure. For sure. It is very, very tasty. Boy, I'm really trying to rack my brain and tell you what I'm thinking. There's even a slight hint of nutmeg in there. You know what, to be honest, if somebody were to pour that in a glass and I was a few deep and they would tell me that this was a new bourbon with some new aging process or whatever it may be, I almost would be inclined to believe them. Or a whiskey. That was amazing. That was good. You got that lemony, you got that red wine spice, you got that oaky. It is very complex. Probably too complex for me to have any clap to this review. But hell, we gave it a college try, and damn it, I did it, and I'm going to post it. So don't bust me up too hard about it. And if, if you guys are educated rum drinkers, I probably called this bourbon 15 times in this review. I'm going to have to rewatch it. But if you guys are educated rum drinkers, I'm always looking forward to being educated. So as long as it's appropriate and nice, don't be a dick, But other than that, you guys have a fantastic Friday. Later.